I don't know about you, but I find statues kind of creepy. I always feel like they're watching me. Statues often depict notable humans or divine beings, which already gives them a sense of being kind of otherworldly. In today's video, we're talking about 10 mysterious statues caught moving on camera. Here's a question for you. What would you do if you saw a statue move? Considering I find the weeping angels from Doctor Who just about the scariest fictional monsters of all time, I think I'd just close my eyes and cry. Let me know what you would do in the comments. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to The Supreme, and click the notification bell for more lit content. Let's get rolling. Number 10. The Living Statues. Did you know that just off the coast of Molinere Bay in Grenada, there are creepy statues living underwater? They kind of started multiplying, and now there's a whole bunch in Cancun as well. Why are they multiplying, and how are they alive? Well, let me explain. Jason Declares Taylor created an underwater sculpture garden in 2004. It was so well loved by scuba divers that a new park was created off the coast of Cancun, which is where you'll find this sculpture. I want to be straight up with you. Someone has photoshopped human eyes on this sculpture. In reality, they're closed and they stay closed. So we know anyway. However, it is still alive. The underwater sculptures have created a man-made barrier reef, which is now home to all kinds of marine organisms. There are literally things growing on the sculpture's face, making them look like something out of an apocalypse movie. The statues are pretty scary to look at, and their new inhabitants mean that they are always moving. But they are also providing a cool underwater art gallery for divers and helping sea life thrive in the area. Number 9. Egyptian Statue. In 2014, an ancient Egyptian statue located at a museum in Manchester, England, made headlines as it appeared to be moving on its own accord. The statue of Neb-Senu is thought to date back to 1800 BCE and was baffling museum curators. Curator Campbell Price first discovered that the ancient figure was turning around in its display case every day. He said he was freaked out as he was the only one who had the key. The curator and his team decided to set up a time-lapse video to see if anyone was playing a prank on the museum. And what they actually found was incredible. Check out this footage of Neb-Senu moving all by itself during the day and strangely stopping abruptly at night. How freaky is that? If I know one thing about ancient Egypt, it's that you don't want to mess with its old gods. When King Tut's tomb was famously opened up in the 1920s, it caused all kinds of chaos, with many people believing that the ancient curse was unleashed. It turns out that the old magic wasn't at play here. After some deep research into the moving statue phenomenon, it was discovered that the vibrations from the footfall of museum visitors was what was turning the figure. Number 8. Madonna and the Blood. A statue of the Virgin Mary in Argentina has cried blood not once, not twice, but 38 times. The statue belongs to the Frias family, who have continually documented this phenomenon, leading pilgrims to flock to their door. Statue owner Rosana Mendoza Frias filmed the figure crying ghoulish tears of blood, leading to constant swaths of people turning up to try and catch a glimpse of this miracle. The woman spoke to media outlets about the phenomenon, claiming that the statue was given to her after she suffered a miscarriage and first started crying blood in April 2017. She claims that the statue was able to perform miracles, saying that one visitor's tumor disappeared after she saw the figure. Number 7. Ballinspittle Phenomenon. In the summer of 1985 in County Cork, Ireland, up to 250,000 people descended onto the village of Ballinspittle. This was all because locals had claimed to have seen a statue of the Virgin Mary moving by the side of the road. It was said that the statue had been floating in midair. What started out as a village rumor spread like wildfire, and soon people were turning the statue into a shrine. It was reported in the news at the time that 7 out of 10 people saw the statue moving. This is what one visitor had to say. The phenomenon sparked similar sightings across the rest of Ireland, making 1985 the year of the moving statue. The believed miracle has yet to be explained. Number 6. Jesus. A surreal video of a Jesus statue blinking and moving his lips surfaced on the internet. I watched the video and I've got to say, that statue is definitely moving. Although at a closer look, it kind of seems like an animatronic Jesus rather than a statue. The source for this video is unknown, so we don't have any more information that we were seeing in the clip. It could easily be an art on cultural display or a fake. The footage does have some people convinced that it is a miracle, but I'm not so sure. What do you think? Number 5. Virgin Mary. We're interrupting your stream of statues to bring you a moving painting. At St. Charbel's Catholic Church in Sydney, Australia, incredible footage was shot of the Virgin Mary appearing to talk. The woman is holding baby Jesus in the portrait, and it looks as if her lips are moving in sync with the prayer being read. 2 parishioners recorded the miracle on their phones and uploaded the footage to social media platforms where the phenomenon has now been viewed by millions. Have a look for yourself. Other parishioners came forward to say that they had also experienced the same thing but had been reluctant to speak out as they were afraid that it wouldn't be taken seriously. Some skeptics think that the moving lips are a trick of the light and could be down to flickering church candles. What do you think? Number 4. Extra Virgin Mary. So this is a weird story, which could be the understatement of the year. Back in July 2018, a 7-foot Virgin Mary statue in Hobbs, New Mexico began crying tears of pure virgin olive oil. Oh, and it gets weirder than that. Apparently that olive oil smelled like roses. The incident happened in a church in Las Cruces when parishioners were taking noon mass. Plenty of people took photos of the phenomenon, and a sample of the fluid that the statue was crying was analyzed and determined to be scented olive oil. How the liquid came from the hollow bronze figure, nobody knows. It was simply chalked up to being a holy miracle. Oil. I'm so confused. Number 3. Blinking Buddha. In 2011, a number of Buddha statues at the Pujan Service Center of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, were allegedly seen blinking, moving their lips, and looking as if they were breathing. The strange occurrence was caught on a phone camera, but back in 2011, they weren't really so great. The video quality makes it hard to tell if what we're seeing is just pixelated or if the gold statues really are moving. From the footage, it also looks as if it was very bright in the temple, so the occurrence could have been a trick of the light. Nonetheless, it got a lot of people talking. Number 2. Our Lady of the Turning Eyes. One of the earliest recorded incidents of a statue moving and appearing alive came in 1643 in Rottweil in Bavaria, now Germany. 42 local parishioners witnessed a statue of Madonna and Child turn and raise her eyes towards heaven and then back down to the city. 2 weeks later, her face turned red and her eyes shed a few tears. At the time of the incident, Germany was under siege by the French during the 30 Years' War. As the phenomenon was occurring, German troops beat back the French, an achievement attributed to the miracle. Number 1. Ganesha and the milk. Ganesha is one of the most worshipped Hindu deities and is recognizable by his elephant head. It is very common for people of the Hindu faith to leave offerings for the god of beginnings, and in September 1995, a phenomenon occurred that had people believing that Ganesha icons were drinking milk offerings. The news made national headlines in India and gripped Hindus around the world. Swarms of people crowded at temples where Ganesha statues were being spoon-fed milk. People throughout the nation declared it a miracle, while others hiked up the price of milk. Some skeptics believed the event was nothing more than mass hysteria, whereas others believed it was a sign from the gods. That was 10 mysterious statues caught moving on camera. What do you think about this list? Do you have any logical explanations for why these statues appear to be alive? It is interesting that most of the statues that have moved have been religious icons. Is it a sign of divine intervention or people seeing what they want to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.